Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and in this video we're going to be talking about margins in HTML and CSS and really how they look like, what they do, and all that. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so what do margins do? Well, margins are essentially just used to create space around elements. Yeah, and you can control the margin, so you can have a different left margin, top margin, right margin, just stuff like that. So these basically just control space. But an important distinction is that these margins, they will be outside of any borders that you have. So my last video was about borders, so if you don't know what borders are, go check that one out. But this space will be outside the borders, not between the text and the border. It will be sort of like a space between the border and everything else. So in order to demonstrate this, let's go make two paragraph tags. So P, and the first one will be hi. I'm alright, so that's the first one. And the second paragraph tag, we'll make this FH coding. And inside these paragraph tags, I'll give them IDs. So ID for this one is equal to P1, and the ID for the second one is equal to P2. And I'll explain this later, but these P1 and P2, these are going to be used in the CSS just to make things a little easier. So let's take a look at how this code looks like without any styles applied to it. And you see over here, this is the link, and this is the link to the styles sheet, which is our CSS document right over here. And there's nothing in it as of right now. I just linked it for ease. Okay, so let's save this. So hit File, Save, and then open up your File Explorer. And let's open up this document. So just double click on it, and it's going to open up a new Chrome tab. So this is how it looks right now. Hi, I'm FH Coding. And obviously they have some sort of preset margin between these two. Otherwise the two, the two paragraph tags would be right on top of each other. So yeah, this is how it looks currently without any styles. So now let's go back to our HTML document. So in our styles sheet, let's now set the margin. I gave both these paragraph tags IDs of P1 and P2. So let's use them. So the way to call an ID is hashtag P1 and then curly brackets and then enter. And then in here, let's go add our margin. So the way to write a margin is like this. Margin, and over here you can specify the top, bottom, left, and right. You can have individual lines for each of these, but there's also a shorthand way for this. So let's press colon, and now we can do, and this basically contains the margin top, margin bottom, margin right, margin left. This contains this. So the way to do that is basically, so this is the top margin, so this is the margin from the top. So let's make this 50 pixels, a nice distance. And then it goes to the right margin. So the margin for the right, there isn't really anything there, but let's just put something. We can do 10 pixels. And now it moves to the bottom margin. So for the bottom margin, let's make this 100 pixels. And for the left margin, let's make this 75 pixels. So here is all of this. Here is the margins. And this over here is for the paragraph tag with the ID of P1. So this one, the one that says, hi, I'm. Now let's do a similar thing for our second paragraph. So let's call the ID hashtag P2 curly brackets. And let's go do margin colon, and let's put in this. And remember, the order goes top, right, bottom, left. So from the top, let's go make this let's say 100 pixels. So that's the top. And then let's go to the right. Again, there's nothing on the right, so this is just also going to be 10 pixels. This value really doesn't matter for our web page. Alright, so now let's go to the bottom. Let's do 25 pixels, and for the left, let's make this 119 pixels. So let's save this, and let's go take a look at our Chrome web page to see the results of our styles on the margins of these paragraph tags. So now let's just go over to our Chrome page, and as you see, it's the same margins as before. This is because we haven't reloaded this. So if we reload, the margins will now be different. You see, it's a lot more different than what it initially was. Instead of being right on top of each other and just, right, one over here, the top one is all the way here and the bottom one is way down here. So yeah, margins play a big difference in the, so yeah, margins play a big role in like the way in so yeah, margins definitely play a really big role in the way you want your web page to look. They can look, you know, they provide a lot of value to the aesthetic of your web page, and they're very important things to know. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.